Well, hello folks, welcome. Thanks for taking a few moments of your day to come join me on my first ride of 2023 and go over some of the things we're going to do this year, because this is a special year for me, so yeah, it should be quite an interesting year. So this is the first ride now. Where are we now? This is the, oh, I think it's something like the 11th or 12th of, this is the 12th actually, Super Bowl Sunday, yes. It's the 12th of February. And it's the first time I've been on the bike since, oh, I think the second week in December, if I recall, when the bike went in for its annual service and the recall work, the software update in MCU. So yeah, a tad rusty. The temperature's not so bad today, 7 degrees. The roads are dry, as you can see. It rained a couple of days ago, and I don't think there's any salt being put down since then, because the temperature's been 7 8 degrees. So yeah, why not today, eh? Can't completely avoid salt, but as long as I wash it, and it's been winter prepped as well, so it should be okay. Drab scenery at this time of the year. It's all sort of browns and muted greens, and the evergreens look darker green than normal. But today we're going to take a run down to, this is the A701, South from Edinburgh. We're going to take a run straight down this to Moffat. And then we're going to hop on the motorway for a bit. There's Method in the Madness, which I'll explain later on why I'm taking the motorway. And then we will come up from the Carlisle end back up the A7, which is a fantastic route. Testing out the sound. So I've had all sorts of issues since I got this helmet of trying to get the sound right, and I think I've narrowed it down more recently to a failure in the microphone. I was using a sine boom kit from my previous comms kit incarnation, and that worked well, and it seemed to work well in the Scorpion helmet that I had. But as you know, since I got this, it's either been crackly, or, which you won't see, but there's elements where I've recorded and there's absolutely no sound whatsoever. So a process of elimination, I managed to track that down to that microphone. So I've replaced that microphone, and we shall see what happens. And, hopefully the issues will have been resolved and you can hear me relatively clearly. The whole microphone saga has been really frustrating, because arguably I should have the best sound I've ever had on this helmet, on this bike, because of the wind protection onto the helmet, and this helmet itself is so quiet. Shoei Neotec II, so quiet that there should be virtually no wind intrusion into anything that I do unless the bars is open. Even then, it's minimal, I think. but it's been the exact opposite. I've had nothing but trouble. And I had it pretty much sorted on the Exo, Scorpion Exo. Very frustrating. Oh, this is lovely. You know, when you haven't been on the bike for a while, and it doesn't take, in my experience, it doesn't seem to take long for that to happen. It's 1 year. I'm not quite sure if it's just actual physical skills, or it's your mental judgment, or a combination of both. But they atrophy quite quickly. And the other thing you forget is, when you say you forget, you do know, but you forget you haven't experienced the feeling, shall we say, of being on a bike. Yeah, you miss that. God damn, it's that. Yeah. Out sticks now. Stunning piece of ground. Stunning piece of ground. Beautiful. I say, the last time I came this way on this road was right traumatics. Too strong a description. Perfectly honest with you. So as we come down into Moffat, let's talk about 2023 and what we've got planned. So the first event, so to speak, of 2023 is an iron butt ride, and this will be, I think it's my I can't recall, it's my 4th or 5th attempt at this particular ride. So if you know the iron butt things, that's fine, forgive me, but I'll explain for those who may not. But you have the basic, shall we say, which is the Saddle Sore 1000, which is 1000 miles in 24 hours. Done that loads of times. It's relatively simple. The next one up from that, or perhaps what I should say as well, is I've never done an iron butt run of any kind on this bike yet. And I've had it, 12, this is month 15. And I've never had an iron butt ride of any description on this bike. So the next step up, shall we say, is a bun burner ride. American terminology. So it's a bun burner, which is 1,500 miles in 36 hours. You then have a bun burner gold, which is 1,500 miles but 24 hours. And then in the UK there's a special bun burner gold ride called Fool's Gold, because it's on April Fool's Day, All Fool's Day, and it's 1,500 miles in 24 hours, all within April the 1st. Start and finish must be within April the 1st. So I think it's 5 attempts, and I think the closest I've come to actually achieving it was on the very first attempt. I did a bun burner out of it. The other times I never did. I was so disheartened. I never did saddle sore. I never kept it. I just, when I threw the towel in, I was at various stages and I just didn't bother after that. I just rode home. Sometimes that was still hundreds of miles, but I rode home anyway. So, excuse me. So, the next attempt is in about 6 weeks' time, 6-7 weeks, on the 1st of April. And it'll be the first bun burner or first iron butt ride of any description on this bike. And I've tweaked the route, which I think gives me the best chance of achieving it. And it'll be a Saturday. I'm hoping the traffic gods will be kind to me because it's a Saturday. Because it's weight of traffic that's scuppered me in the past. weight of traffic, roadworks. It's usually one or the other. Yeah, one time it was mile after. It was a combination. One run it was hitting the southbound M25, the London Orbital, on the south side of London, hitting that at the wrong time of day. Got 6 lanes of traffic wide, all crawling along or not moving, and although even in this big beastie you can filter your way through, that's not maintaining the average of, I think you've got to maintain an average of 63 miles an hour, I think it is, something like that, and that just drops your average, and then you just can't recover after that. It's very difficult to recover. Because it's a double-edged sword. You can increase your speed slightly. Obviously you've got to be careful of the law, but you can increase your speed slightly. But what that does is actually increases your fuel consumption, which means you need to stop while there. So it's a double-edged sword. It's quite bizarre. So let's say if you're behind the curve, if you get behind the curve, it's very, very difficult to pull it back up again. I mention all this because this is why we're going on the motorway. I just wanted a wee run on the motorway. The screen's full up. Cruise controls on. Just take a short run. 30 miles or so down to Carlisle. Welcome back. See, we've just come off the motorway. We're now heading north on the A7. It's a lovely road. So, we were going to cover what else we're doing this year, and we mentioned the Fool's Gold from the Iron Butt Association in April. May we have the Black Widows weekend, and Susan will be joining me on that weekend. It's her first time there, and that should be good. And that's the last weekend in May. And that's a 3-night job. One night in leave on a Friday, and we spent Friday night up in Peterhead. So we'll work our way up through the Cairngorm Mountains to Peterhead. It's a lovely day. Long day, but a nice day. And then on Saturday, we used to work our way across country from Peterhead to Araka. We stay there on Saturday night, and on Sunday we have a ride out. Some people go home on the Sunday, others take a ride. It's not the whole group, it's usually 3s and 4s, something like that, and we head off to different points and stay on the Sunday night. It's a little bit quieter. A lot of people have left, and then on Monday we just make our way home. We usually pick an uninterested route to get home. We usually get home about, I don't know, about 1400, 2 o'clock-ish on a Monday afternoon. All the weekend. Well, that's that. That's in May. Of course, I went to. Oh, I never mentioned actually. It's because I'm retiring. I should have more time to ride. So my hope is that I can get out more instead of having to wait till the weekends. And then if it's the weather's guff at the weekend, or my good lady has things planned, or the family has things planned, and you can't always blow off because you're going out on the bike, hopefully I'll be able to go, oh, it's a beautiful day tomorrow, and you know, tomorrow's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever, and I just thought, we're going to go out. And we might be able to go, come on Susan, let's go out and we'll stay overnight somewhere and then come back. So that's the hope. Anyway. So the main event of the year, biking wise, is not until July. But we'll come back to that a little bit later. That's the main event. Yeah, look forward to that. Cannot wait. I'll come back to that a little later. The main event, I mentioned earlier on, the main event happened in July. Is our first European tour, myself and Susan. Yeah, I think it's still quoted, I think it's the Thursday, the 6th of July we head off for, I think it's 13 nights on the continent, plus obviously ferry across and ferry back. So we'll get the ferry from Newcastle to the Netherlands, Imogen, is it? Imogen, something like that, I don't know how to pronounce it. But we then go through the Netherlands to Belgium, excuse me, big yawn. Belgium into France, France over to through Germany. Don't actually stay in Germany at all, but we'll through it to Switzerland, and then it's almost once again we do stay in Switzerland for one night, and then it's through Switzerland to Lake Como, and Lake Como to Switzerland to Italy, and then we go Italy back into France, France for a few nights, cut across France, and then we traverse back into Belgium, and Netherlands and home. So I cannot wait for that to come along. It'll be so good, so interesting. We've got half decent hotels booked, and it should be a bit of an adventure. I could be quite taxing and the old skill set, some of these roads. Yeah. And wherever possible I've tried to avoid toll roads, so the big PS roads. So there's bits of motorway here and there. Not much, I've tried to avoid it as much as I can. So everything's booked already. Everything's booked.